So I just finished reading the book of Job. Just kind of want to share with y'all what I've learned. Just one key point. I learned a lot. There's a lot that I learned. I got notes for days, but I just want to share one key message that I don't really hear too often that I want to share with y'all. So we all know the story of Job, where God comes to Job at the end of the book in a whirlwind, asking Job a series of questions, trying to help Job realize his ignorance and his arrogance in the midst of his hard times and in his season of what he's been going through. Okay. And at this point of the book, Job admitted to God that, he was being foolish. He admitted to God that, I have no idea. I can't understand the things that you're asking me. These things that you're asking me, I don't understand. It's beyond my understanding. Basically coming to God in humility, admitting that, I don't understand. So sometimes I feel like we take what we can't understand and we use it as an excuse for a lack of faith. Okay. Sometimes you got to admit to God that it's all right to admit to God that, you know what, God, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not trusting in what you got going on right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. My faith is not there right now. We need to learn that true faith begins with humility. Okay? True faith begins with humility. What does humility mean? It means humbling yourself, acknowledging God that, you know what, God, I need you. I don't understand. But, sometimes we tend to, we get so full of pride and arrogance and we're so quick to remind God of all the things that we do and the things that we did and the things that we went through. And we try to give God all these reasons of why, we basically trying to explain ourselves. We're demanding an explanation from God like Job was doing. But it's like, that's not what we should be doing. In our times of confusion, we should be coming to God asking for guidance, for strength, for wisdom, and something that I learned in this book is just, we're gonna go through hard times. I feel like a lot of times we think that on this walk, we're called to a life of comfort and an easy life. That's not true at all, Jesus didn't Jesus didn't live an easy life. He had it just as bad as it can get. You feel me? And we got to realize that sometimes, we look at the book of Job. For me, I look at the book of Job and I'm like, you know what? God gave Job back everything he lost, or God blessed Job with all this. But it's like, we got to also remember that even though God won't give you back what you lost in his life, that doesn't mean that he won't keep his promises according to his word. In his word, it tells us we may not get repaid back in this life, but we'll get paid in the life to come. Basically, God is going to give you back everything that you lost or everything that you went through. You're going to get it. You're going to get repaid in the next life.